Welcome back to Fact Sheet Friday, everyone. My name is Zack Henderson. I'm the Ag Educator here in Custer County. And today we're going to be talking about how to deal with everybody's favorite springtime pest, pocket gophers. We're going to be talking about some of the habits of pocket gophers. We're going to be talking about a couple of different methods on how to deal with pocket gophers. So let's get started. So first things first, what is a pocket gopher? So in Oklahoma, we have two varieties of pocket gophers. We have the Plains pocket gopher, which is found primarily all throughout the state. And then in the Oklahoma Panhandle, we have the Mexican pocket gopher. Right now, I'm going to be putting up a couple of photos of a Plains pocket gopher and kind of describing it to you. So, pocket gophers are a stocky, short-legged, medium-sized rodent with bodies well adapted for digging. They have broad heads with small eyes and ears, exposed yellowish chisel-like teeth. They're sparsely haired tails. Front toes are long with stout claws used for digging. They feed primarily on root vegetables, different varieties of roots. That's why they are such a nuisance in most people's yards and gardens. And we are going to talk about a couple of different methods for tapping into their tunnel systems. Typically, their tunnel systems are usually between 4 to 18 inches below the surface. And we're going to talk about a couple different methods that you can use to get traps and bait down into those tunnel systems to eliminate this pest. So the first thing we're going to need to do is locate the tunnel system. So this can be done by finding the mounds that are up on the surface. Typically these tunnel systems run in between those mounds. You're going to want to use a probe, which I'm going to put up a photo from our fact sheet of a homemade probe. You can use anything from a blunt pointed broom to shovel handles or maybe even pipes to get down into that tunnel system to locate it so that you could set your trap or put the bait down into the tunnel system. Here in just a second, I'm going to talk a little bit about each method. So when it comes to poisoning pocket gophers, you're going to want to use a rodent poison with the active ingredient of strychnine. This is extremely effective. You can find it at either local farm stores or co-ops, something along those lines. There are two different forms of this rodent poison, either a powder or a granular type. What you're going to want to do is, if you get the powder type, which is, in my opinion, more effective, take a root vegetable such as a carrot or a sweet potato, dice it up finely, and use our probe that we made earlier to insert that down into the tunnelway of the gopher's tunnel system. Make sure that you cover up the hole very well so that no light can seep through, because that will deter the gopher from wanting to get close to it. Same exact thing for the granular type. Get maybe about a tablespoonful and use our probe to push it down into the tunnelway, and afterwards make sure that you close off any light from getting down into the tunnel system. So trapping pocket gophers requires special traps, and right now I'm going to put up a photo of an example of that. Two traps of the appropriate size should be placed in the main runway, each facing one direction. This makes a trap set using a garden trowel or a lightweight shovel. Find the freshest mound and follow a lateral from the mound to the main runway. Clear a place in the main runway large enough for two traps, disturbing the surrounding area as little as possible. Set the pan and treadle so that the traps can easily be sprung. Insert in the traps jaws forward into the hole facing the opposite directions and press down firmly, covering the opening of the barrel with a clod or handful of grass to cut out most of the light. Another thing that is, I think is extremely effective is to use a flag system with these traps. I'm going to put up another photo from our fact sheet of an example of that. It's very easy to rig up a flag system to where when the traps are sprung, it'll pull that flag down into the ground so that you know that you've taken care of your problem. That's going to do it for this month's Fact Sheet Friday. If you would like more information on controlling pocket gophers, or to read the fact sheet that I referenced here today, I'm going to link it in the description of this video. If you would like to contact me, you can do so at the OSU Extension Office at 580-323-2291 or zack.henderson@okstate.edu. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you next time.